Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and the Beautiful early edition spoilers. Finn panics. Sin over for good? Bold and the Beautiful early weekly spoilers find John Finn Finnegan in a panic, and his marriage may be over during the week of February 26, March 1, 2024. On B&B, check out the newest spoilers for the CBS daytime drama. This week on B&B, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, and his wife, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, face a new obstacle. Recently, Sheila Carter, Kimberlin Brown, showed up at the Cliff house with the intention of killing Steffy. Of course, Steffy had to defend herself, so she grabbed a butcher knife and warned Sheila she would use it. She lunged at her anyway, so Steffy stabbed her. Indeed, it was self-defense, but things may take a shocking turn on Bold and the Beautiful. Soon Steffy gives Finn news that sends him reeling, no doubt the news that she stabbed Sheila. Later, Finn is distraught at Sheila's apartment and receives comfort from Hope Logan, Annika Noel. Even though Sheila came at Steffy, she can't prove it, and she already said she wanted Sheila dead. So, Finn may think she tried to kill his birth mother on purpose, because she said that was the only way she would feel safe and free of Sheila, and this incident could very well tear Sin apart. Meanwhile, on Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, receives shocking news, and he shares it with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and his son, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. Later, Hope fills her mom, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, in. Later, Thomas and Ridge support Steffy, while Finn sides with Sheila. Then, Ridge requests something from Deputy Chief Baker, Dan Martin, so Steffy could be facing charges on Bold and the Beautiful. Plus, it seems her marriage is at risk, so Sheila might get her way. But Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, might get his way also. Recently, on B&B, Liam was arguing with Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, over Sheila's behavior. He wants Steffy away from Finn, so she's off Sheila's radar. It's for her safety as well as the safety of her children. And when he learns about the altercation between Steffy and Sheila, he will surely take Steffy's side. So this may be Liam's chance to reunite with Steffy on Bold and the Beautiful. B&B is getting wild. Don't miss a minute to see if this is the end of John Finn Finnegan's marriage to Steffy on the CBS soap opera. In the glamorous world of Los Angeles, where passion ignites and secrets abound, nothing is ever certain. The sun-kissed streets of this iconic city hold the destinies of the rich and powerful, where love and betrayal walk hand in hand. And in the latest twist of fate on the Bold and the Beautiful, turmoil brews as Finn, the charming doctor, finds himself teetering on the edge of uncertainty. The air crackles with tension as whispers of doubt weave through the corridors of Forrester Creations. Finn, once the beacon of stability in Steffy Forrester's life, now stands at a crossroads, his heart gripped by fear. Ever since the revelation of Sheila Carter's true identity sent shockwaves through their world, Finn's once steadfast confidence has begun to wane. As the morning sun filters through the windows of the Forrester mansion, Finn finds himself grappling with a whirlwind of emotions. The woman he loves, Steffy, stands by his side, her unwavering support a lifeline in the storm. Yet beneath her reassuring smile, Finn senses the tremors of doubt that threaten to unravel their once unbreakable bond. Across town, in a chic cafe where the elite gather to see and be seen, whispers of Finn's inner turmoil ripple through the crowd. The name Sin hangs in the air like a fragile promise, leaving onlookers wondering if this power couple's love story has reached its final chapter. Could Finn's panic be the death knell for their once passionate romance? Meanwhile, in the opulent halls of the Forrester mansion, tensions reach a fever pitch as Ridge Forrester confronts Finn with a steely gaze. The patriarch of the Forrester dynasty demands answers, his voice laced with a mixture of concern and suspicion. Has Finn truly committed his heart to Steffy, or are his intentions clouded by the shadows of his past? As the day wears on, Finn finds himself ensnared in a web of doubt and regret. Memories of his tumultuous history with Sheila haunt his thoughts, casting a dark shadow over his burgeoning happiness. Can he truly escape the sins of his past, or will they forever taint his future with Steffy? In a secluded corner of the Forrester estate, Finn seeks solace in the arms of his beloved Steffy. Beneath the twinkling stars, their whispers of love mingle with the soft rustle of leaves, a poignant reminder of the fragile beauty of their bond. Yet even as they cling to each other, Finn's heart remains heavy with uncertainty. As the night unfolds, fate takes a decisive turn, propelling Finn and Steffi into a whirlwind of passion and betrayal. A chance encounter with Sheila Carter sends shockwaves through their world, shattering the fragile peace they've fought so hard to build. In a moment of reckoning, Finn must confront the ghosts of his past and decide once and for all if his love for Steffi is worth fighting for. In the heart of Los Angeles, where love and betrayal collide, Finn stands at a crossroads, his future hanging in the balance. Will he succumb to the sins of his past, or will he rise above the turmoil and reclaim his rightful place by Steffi's side? The answer lies in the depths of his heart, waiting to be discovered in the unforgiving light of a new day. B&B Weekly Video Preview. Steffi vs. Sheila, Tonight You Die. Danger looms in Los Angeles this week. The bold and the beautiful weekly preview video for February 16, March 1 reveals a showdown that's been years in the making. Things are going to get crazy for the Forresters in Los Angeles. Get ready for a night of terror in Los Angeles. Steffi, Jacqueline Massins Wood, declares that Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, won't harm her family. Of course, unknown to her, Sheila lurks outdoors with her face partially concealed behind a veil. Finn, Tanner Novlan, promises his wife that he'll keep their family safe from Sheila. Of course, he has no idea Sheila says, "Tonight you die, Steffi," which will make it tough for him to fulfill his promise. Sheila cuts off the power to Finn and Steffi's place, and somebody grabs a knife. Steffi realizes that none of us are safe before things get even more intense. You can check it all out in the video preview below. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the sprawling estate that housed some of Los Angeles' most intriguing dramas. As the evening approached, tensions rose like steam from a boiling pot, and the anticipation for what was to come hung heavy in the air. In the heart of this turmoil stood two formidable women, their paths on a collision course set to shake the very foundations of the city. Steffi Forrester, the epitome of elegance and power, strode through the opulent halls of the Forrester mansion with a determined grace. Her every step echoed with purpose, her mind focused on a single mission: to protect her family from the looming threat that had infiltrated their lives once again. With her piercing gaze and unwavering resolve, she was a force to be reckoned with, a lioness ready to defend her pride at any cost. Meanwhile, across town, Sheila Carter moved with a predatory stealth, her eyes gleaming with a dangerous intensity. A master manipulator and a true femme fatale, she thrived on chaos and thrived on the thrill of the hunt. For Sheila, power was everything, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim her rightful place in the world. With a cunning smile and a razor-sharp wit, she was a serpent in the garden, ready to strike when least expected. The stage was set for a showdown of epic proportions, a battle of wills between two women who refused to back down. And as the clock ticked closer to the appointed hour, the tension reached a fever pitch, electrifying the very air with anticipation. Inside the Forrester mansion, Steffi stood before a gathering of her loved ones, her voice steady and unwavering as she laid out her plan to take down the woman who threatened everything they held dear. Her words were like a rallying cry, igniting a fire within each of them as they prepared to face their greatest adversary head-on. With each passing moment, the anticipation grew, building to a crescendo that threatened to engulf them all. Meanwhile, across town, Sheila prepared for battle in her own way, surrounded by a cadre of loyal followers who hung on her every word. With a smirk playing at the corners of her lips, she reveled in the chaos she had sown, knowing that victory was within her grasp. For Sheila, this was more than just a confrontation. It was a chance to prove once and for all that she was the one true queen of the chessboard. As the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness descended upon the city, the stage was set for the ultimate showdown. In a secluded alleyway, far from prying eyes, Steffi and Sheila faced off, their eyes locked in a deadly game of cat and mouse. With each passing moment, the tension grew thicker, the air crackling with the promise of violence. And then, in an instant, it all came to a head. With a primal roar, Steffi lunged forward, her fists flying as she unleashed a barrage of blows upon her foe. Sheila fought back with equal ferocity, her movements fluid and precise as she countered each attack with deadly accuracy. For what felt like an eternity, they battled beneath the flickering glow of the streetlights, their bodies moving in perfect synchrony as they danced the dance of death. But in the end, there could only be one victor. With a final, decisive blow, Steffi sent Shayla crashing to the ground, her body limp and broken as she lay defeated at her feet. And as the echoes of their struggle faded into the night, Steffi knew that she had emerged victorious, her family safe once more from the clutches of their greatest enemy. As dawn broke over the horizon and the city stirred to life once more, Steffi stood triumphant, her spirit unbroken and her resolve stronger than ever before. For in the end it was not brute force or cunning that had won the day, but the unwavering strength of her will and the unbreakable bonds of family that had carried her through to victory.